Do you think J.C. Penney is headed over Niagara Falls? Rumored today that CEO Ron Johnson could be stepping down.
Stephanie, going back to a front-page article in New York Times 16 years ago, I'm 19 for 19 predicting retail bankruptcies. Chain store age called me the Nostradamus of retail, and my Nostradamus forecast says J.C. Penney's not going to make it with the current team in place.
You are calling it. J.C. Penney is done.
But I said at 42, Eric, I was the first one on Bloomberg said J.C. Penney was done, and with the current team in place, there's not enough time to turn it around before the holidays, where vendors may insist on LCs or letters of credit to draw down working capital, and that's usually when the company contracts and could collapse.
What do you mean the current team in place? Is there a different team? Could they move swiftly and have different people in place and could change the outcome? If so, who is that?
Yes, what they need to do what Sears did last decade, bring in Bob Mettler, who is a seminal turnaround genius, went around to Macy's West. Arthur Martin has teamed up with Mettler from Saks. You could bring in Alan Questrom and Vanessa Castagna, who turned Penney around earlier.
But that's not cheap, and they have no money left.
Retail turnarounds are really hard. I mean, you look at the shape that Sears is in now, a lot of people are really questioning whether it has turned around.
Sears had no money, but they hired Peter Jajesko and Dave Bursky from Young and Rubicam to develop the softer side of Sears, completely changed consumers' image, and to Eric's point on margins, went to much more apparel, and the higher margins from the apparel side of Sears saved it. Penney can save itself by selling more branded apparel and making the private brands relevant.
It's trying.
Yeah. Then is Ron Johnson to blame? Was he the wrong hire?
Steve Jobs was smart enough to put Mickey Drexler on his board in 1999 to develop the Apple stores. Ron Johnson is not Mickey Drexler.